¿Ese disquete no sirve o qué? ¿Y esta qué tiene? Esta.
No tiene nada.
Ah, bueno, porque aquí me grabe Julián Música.
Pero yo digo que no utilices mejor esa memoria. Que no utilices esa memoria.
¿No qué?
No utilices la memoria.
¿Por qué?
Porque no tiene esto. Y con esto, o sea, si no tiene esto, te bota la memoria. O sea, sí sirve y puedes guardar todo lo que tú quieras, pero se te va a estar botando.
No, ¿para qué?
Yo también estoy esperando mi pollo.
Peggy 18.
The cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
We shall fight! We shall survive! And we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan!
And now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
皆さんこんにちは。任天堂ダイレクトの案内役を務めます高橋です。最初にご覧いただいたのはファイアーエンブレム無双風化雪月です。原作のファイアーエンブレム風化雪月と時代背景はそのままに、全く異なる物語の展開にぜひご期待ください。続いてはヘッドラインをご覧ください。
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more intel on Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt!
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and rewind your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto Nintendo Switch April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Explore an infinite universe. In No Man's Sky, every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets teeming with life. Travel to planets of your choosing in this infinite, procedurally generated universe. Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful. Your journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Mario Strikers Battle League Football. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like football that's way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field. Try to score more goals than your opponents. There are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit. Second, the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field, and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not one, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch console. In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join an in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club, so create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you, or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club. With items, tackles, and hyper strikes, anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League Football launches on Nintendo Switch June 10th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
マリオストライカーズの最新作が登場します。何でもありの格闘サッカーにぜひご期待ください。続いてはこちらをご覧ください。ご覧いただいたのはスプラトゥーン3の協力モードサーモンランネクストウェーブの映像です。ラストにはこれまでに報告されていない巨大鮭の姿も確認できましたが、イカたちの運命やいかに。スプラトゥーン3はこの夏発売です。今後の続報をお待ちください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Bonzers at the ready. A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch. In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Bonzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy. Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Bonzer. Uncover the great storyline of this classic when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch. Get set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line. Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action-adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos. Use button controls or opt for motion controls, enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople, interact with historical figures, and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for Nintendo Switch on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper timeline. You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to Nintendo Switch. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure. Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on Nintendo Switch March 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
ご覧いただきました星のカービィディスカバリーはいよいよ来月の発売です。もう少しだけお待ちください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online. I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC, every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts Intergram Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch shortly after this presentation. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop. Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy side-scrolling levels, you'll run, jump, and hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th. We're so glad you're here. Been here before? Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year. A classic comes alive! Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future, a newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
いかがでしたか？続いてはこちらです。世代を超えてどなたでもお楽しみいただける Wii スポーツシリーズの新作、Nintendo Switch スポーツが登場します。こちらをご覧ください。
Here are the sports included in Nintendo Switch Sports. You might recognize these three from past Wii Sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve. And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending. Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Football. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch console, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
いかがでしたか？せっかくなので新種目、バレーボールのプレーを実際にお見せしようと思うんですが、
高橋さん。皆さんこんにちは。任天堂の小泉です。
小泉さん、気合入ってますね。 それでは小泉さんとバレーボールをオンラインでプレイしてみます。ストラップの準備は大丈夫ですか？
はい、もちろんです。スペースの確保もバッチリです。
では始めましょう。わかりやすくご覧いただくために実況を別途つけてお送りします。
Alright, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front. We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block! Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike! The other team saves it and fights back. And they score. Takahashi didn't quite get it in time. Alright, well, it's okay, the game's not over. Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it, Takahashi sets it up, and Koizumi spikes! But it goes right toward the opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball, and with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores! They got a point with that fierce spike.
プレイはこの辺りにしておきましょう。
まだ紹介の途中でしたね。それでは私はここで失礼します。
さて、ご紹介してまいりました任天堂スイッチスポーツですが、発売日は4月29日です。そして夏頃には発売時のシュート対決に加え、レッグバンドを使ってサッカーの試合が楽しめる無料アップデートを計画しています。さらにこの秋には新たにゴルフをお楽しみいただける無料アップデートも計画しています。ここで皆さんにお願いがあります。快適なオンラインプレイを楽しんでいただくために、発売前にオンラインのテストプレイを実施し、様々な技術検証を行いたいと考えていますので、ぜひご協力をお願いいたします。任天堂スイッチオンラインご加入の方を対象に、ご覧の日程で実施します。ご協力いただける方は、任天堂ホームページにて詳細をご確認ください。何卒よろしくお願いいたします。任天堂スイッチスポーツの情報は以上となります。ぜひご期待ください。続いてはヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Get those taiko drumming skills ready! The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Set in Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Danchan Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War. Drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch. What's new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand new tactical RPG Triangle Strategy is almost here. The protagonist Sarah Noah and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle, defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to Metroid Dread. All it takes is one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge? And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches shortly after this presentation. A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time. Something's bound for Nintendo Switch. Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online shortly after this presentation.
いかがでしたか？ここで一つお知らせです。2017年の発売以来、大変多くの方にお楽しみいただいているマリオカート8デラックスですが、この度、歴代コースの中からいくつかのコースをリマスターし、有料追加コンテンツとして配信いたします。こちらをご覧ください。
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of 2023. Courses such as Coconut Mon, Chaco Mountain, and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online. The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership, or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
いかがでしたか？マリオカート8デラックスの追加コースにぜひご期待ください。さて、次の映像が最後になります。ご覧ください。
Fighting in order to live, and living to fight. That's the way of our world. Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snapping little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you soldier it all alone.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It will never replace the friends we've lost.
The flame clock, it has to go!
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
ゼノブレード1と2、2つの世界の未来をつなぐ物語。ゼノブレード3は9月に発売を予定していますので、ぜひご期待ください。今回の任天堂ダイレクトは以上になります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
niños crezcan saludables, ¿sí?
Sí.
Y fuertes.
Para cuando mi nieta nazca, jugar, pasear.
Tengo un deseo de casarme fuerte con mi esposo.
¡Ay, qué maravilla!
Quaker, da el primer paso. Cambia tu vida por dentro.
Ya sabíamos que venía, ¿no? Entonces, pues esto es así como más bien relief. Se ve muy bonito. Me emociona verlo, pero pues no es novedad.
Sí, yo creo que era justo que hiciera un regreso. Lo hace con los primeros juegos de la franquicia, no se arriesgan a hacer un nuevo título como tal. O sea, sí es nuevo, pero no, ya saben cómo es esto. Entonces, yo creo que es una buena oportunidad para quienes no lo probaron en su momento, que igual ya tienen un buen de tiempo.